This Friday, the 28th, we have partial lunar eclipse and a full moon in Pisces. And for my astrology girlies who are into astrology that don't really know maybe what I'm talking about, but are very interested in what I'm talking about, all this essentially means that this is a karmic culmination point. When we think of karmic, it is really about the debts that we need to pay in our life in order to upgrade to the next level. The ego deaths that we experience, the just complete shedding that is required in the upgrade, because we can't ask for more and not be willing to let go of what no longer serves us, whether that be ways of thinking, whether that be certain habits, certain people, certain behaviors, ways of being. They can't come with us to the next level, and eclipse season makes sure that that doesn't happen. So I want you to reflect over these past few weeks, and you probably have felt like shit has either hit the fucking fan and you're just like, what the actual fuck is going on, or it's a little bit more of an internal shedding that is happening, or a little bit of both, where you're realizing where you have been playing small, or where you have just been way too hard on yourself. And if you're listening to this podcast, then you definitely value yourself, right? But I'm talking about the subconscious value. My desire for those listening that walk away from this podcast is that you get a sense of clarity, that you that you know that you're not crazy and that you're not alone in this journey of becoming. Okay, so this lunar eclipse is a culmination point, meaning it's bringing a new ending so that a new beginning can come through. And it is on the nodal axis, which the north node, the nodes are in the sky, are the signs of destiny. So it's essentially pulling us closer to our destiny. Okay, and so everything is connected in this world. Like, there is no separation. Separation is an illusion, and energy can't be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed. So if we know that to be true, then we also know that as above, so below, right? So if I'm connected to you and you're connected to me, what is going on in the cosmos will also affect the energy below. The same way that the moon controls the tides and our menstrual cycles, everything is connected. And I'm not here to push any beliefs on anybody. You know, if you're interested, cool, and we move forward, okay? So this lunar eclipse is meant to pull us toward our destiny. And with that means that it is a time for us to do two things here. Number one, the woman listening to this, I know that you have big dreams. You have very big desires for your life. You are one of the chosen ones, I like to say. So you probably are the one breaking a lot of generational habits, generational ways of being. Like, you're that person. Congratulations. We're all in this together, okay? And with that comes the weight of the conditioning, the thoughts, the ways of thinking and speaking to yourself and being that actually can't come with you in this journey of actualizing this dream, bringing it down into physical reality. And one of the main things that came through in the read is where we hold ourselves almost to an impossible standard at times, where we pride ourselves in holding a high standard. Like, if you're listening to this, you're definitely a woman that's like, no, like, I execute, like, I'm a woman of excellence, like, I do what I need to do, I hold high standards for myself, I am that bitch. I'm always I'm always looking to better myself, to heal, to grow. Like, you are tapped the fuck in. And you're also in this era of like spiritual seeking, like spiritually gaining more knowledge, gaining more wisdom, wanting to learn more. Like, I just see you guys listening to podcasts and taking different courses and immersing yourself in like education and growth and investing in yourself and all the ways. Like, that's just what I see you doing. And with that, when you have big dreams, it's almost like I'm almost seeing like our inner child almost not getting left behind, but like she's tired. Like, she's really tired. And I'm seeing us being like, no, I'm doing the things I need to do for me. Like, I'm doing the things that like I need to do for me to like feel good. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm moving forward. But what this lunar eclipse and this Pisces full moon is asking of us is to really dedicate time to fucking actually like shed some shit and like go deep and get out of our head and into our body. Like, truly, truly, truly. Because I already fucking hear y'all saying, girl, I've been shedding. Like, I've been crying. I've been letting go. I've been meditating. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. That is an aspect that's almost like as a byproduct of everything you're navigating. I'm talking about dedicated time to really get into your subconscious and really tune into all the parts of you that have actually gotten you to where you are today. Because what I'm seeing is that we're so focused on the next thing, the next thing, the next goal. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. And I'm even seeing for a lot of us here, that's almost how we've survived. And at the same time, we also, there are so many past versions of you that are just waiting to be acknowledged, to be seen, to be loved, to be acknowledged, like truly in your heart acknowledged, not just like, awesome, I see you. Because I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, and I'm included in this, a lot of you guys are very spiritual, but there is still a lot of like identifying as like being very intellectual and being very logical. And like, we love that part of you. It's what keeps you very grounded. But you still are sometimes almost just putting the achievement. No, that's not it. It's almost like you don't even really feel how deep your subconscious goes and what really needs to be acknowledged, because you have a connection to your spirituality, and at the same time you're so intellectual that you don't even, I think at times, realize how deep you like, you know that you're so deep, but it's almost like, like I don't really want to go there. Like, I don't want to get fucking stuck there. Like, girl, I fucking can't. This is gonna be good for now. And if this is resonating, please let me know. And I'm just still feeling that inner child tugging at you, being like, please, please, I need attention, I need love, like, see me, love me. And it could be inner child, it could be a past version of yourself. But I say all of this to say is that when we are dreamers and we are go-getter ass women who are also very spiritually gifted and in tune, we're focused on the present moment and we're focused on the vision and building and taking it day by day. But when was the last time you actually acknowledged all the parts of you that got you to where you are now? Like the parts of you that made the scary investment when you weren't really sure where the money was going to come from. You just fucking knew that this was going to have to be what we need to do to make the decisions, right? To put myself in the position to make a change. The versions of you that, like dealt with rejection after rejection and doubt and like still showed up anyway. The version of you that told that man, actually, no, I deserve better. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being a mirror on where I clearly, and building more discernment and not confusing compassion for like fucking just giving someone way too many chances. Like, when are we really acknowledging that parts of ourselves? And not just like in a passerby, like, yes, I acknowledge, right? And so for a lot of you ladies listening to this, I'm also getting the sense of like this need to really soak into pleasure and prioritizing pleasure. But your brain, again, I don't even want to say logical, because I feel like when we say logical, we think right. And logic doesn't necessarily mean it's right or smarter. It's just left brain. Your left brain, your ego is going like, I don't have time for that. Or like, you're in survival mode. So it's just like, that's not a priority. But the reality is if you want to be able to call in that next level of wealth, of making that breakthrough in your business, in your calls, in your fitness, you have to fucking create capacity. And you're not going to create more capacity operating on this fucking constant go, go, go. Because the reality is, if there is a part of you that's like, I don't have time, or this is that and the third, you also be spending time on social media scrolling. Like, there's moments where we're binge watching TV, and there's nothing wrong with that if we're actually like, we're feeling more energized after. But I'm seeing for a lot of you, and including, again, I'm always in this, just still kind of feeling drained after, and having to really pause and ask yourself, like, what is actually going to fill my cup here? And so, to summarize all of this, you know, I know that there's been a lot of fucking shit that has like crumbled around you, but you are that woman that is able to move forward and hold the duality of the difficult and the heavy, and still move the needle forward in your goals and who you're becoming. I'm seeing you pour into yourself and fill your mind with positivity. And with this lunar eclipse, this gets to be your time to really just allocate however much time you can give, if that's 30 minutes, if that's an hour, if that is, 20 minutes, whenever, to really create a ritual around this, to see this, eclipse, this void that's being created in the sky as a vortex for you to really fucking just let go, surrender. And how we can do this practically is by, like how I said, getting into an embodiment practice. How do I get into an embodiment practice if you have never done this work before? One, you're going to do some breath work. I love box breathing. So 4-second inhale through the nose. Hold for 4 seconds. A 4-second exhale. And with that exhale, just feel your body melt. Oh my God, it feels so good. And then if you want to shake it out, jump up and down, blah, blah, blah. If you need to massage your neck, massage your body. So many of y'all are holding so much fucking tension in your body. Like, I'm feeling hips tight, traps tight, jaw clenched, headaches. Like, we need to fucking tranquilissimo. Okay? And so doing that, and then holding for 4 seconds, and then repeating that 4 times. So it's literally creating a box. If you're watching the video version of this, it's a box. Do that 4 times. You can even visualize a red sphere, a giant red sphere. If you have trouble visualizing, just set the intention. All energy work is setting an intention. Visualize a red sphere and walking to that red sphere and just visualizing or setting the intention. Setting an intention is literally just saying in your mind, I set the intention, XYZ, setting the intention that as I step into this red sphere, and you're visualizing that it is turning down my nervous system. It is turning down cortisol. And you just continue to breathe and melt. And as you downregulate your nervous system, you're activating through this breath work, through this visualization. The reason visualization works is because your subconscious or your brain, it does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined, which is why you can get anxious thinking about a situation, imagining a situation that hasn't happened. We're just using it intentionally, okay? And so as we downregulate our nervous system, activate that parasympathetic rest and digest state, our digestive system calms down, our muscles declench, we actually can create a space to tap into our body, to get out of our head and into our body. You can play frequencies. You can play forest fucking music if you want. I love Diana Lopez. She's like a guitarist. Oh my God. Nothing gets me in. Like, you could light some incense. You could light a soy candle, non-toxic. You know what I'm saying? Open up a window, open up a door, let the fresh air in. Maybe put the fucking feet in the grass. Maybe put a bathtub with some Epsom salt to just soak all that fucking energy. And I need you to fucking release all the heavy shit you've been carrying. I'm hearing, oh, I did yoga this week. Love that for you. Let's still create a ritual around this. Okay? Maybe make a tea, maybe for some of y'all, not all of y'all, light a joint ski. Okay? Maybe not for some of y'all. When I was trying to get off weed, I was saying that like it's fucking heroin, but when I was trying to stop smoking weed, I would go to the little mystic shops and I would buy like herbs, like rosemary, lotus flower, and I would just roll it up into a joint, and I was able to smoke it without, smoking weed, even though I love it and I miss it, but I was too dependent on it. Anyway, and like really tap into your body as you get into this meditative state. What you can do is set the intention to connect with, to call forward the parts of you that are needing your attention, your love, your tender loving care, and just feel where in your body you're feeling that part come up. Maybe you see in your mind's eye visually, maybe you hear something, maybe you sense something. We're all so intuitive. A lot of us have our own intuitive like strengths. Like for me, I am clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. I mean, I'm a lot of them. A lot of us are a lot of them. All of us have these gifts naturally. And it's essentially just how you have very sensitive radio signals. That's the way that I like to kind of think about it. And with this, you just kind of tune in like, wow, like for me, the part of me that is coming through, it's my heart center, my heart chakra is coming through. I'm even feeling and seeing as I close my eyes, like a green glow in my heart. For those who don't understand, the chakras, the energy points in your body, all organs in our body are emitting in their own auras, aka electromagnetic field that is being emitted off of our organs, our body, everything. Okay, everything. We can't see it, but if you had a certain microscope or whatever, microscope, a fucking machine thing that you could see it, you could see it. Okay. And this part of me, she is so proud of all the work that I've done. And I'm even sensing a little bit of like anger and a little bit of like, you don't acknowledge me enough. And it's like, damn, you know? And I'm doing this because I want to show you guys an example. And so what I'm doing is I'm connecting into this part of myself. And I'm saying in my mind, as I'm placing my hand on my heart for containment, just like, I apologize for not acknowledging you enough. And I love you. And I'm thanking you. And I'm going through this process of acknowledging, like, I love you so much. Like, and it makes you emotional because you're actually acknowledging. You're connecting with these parts of you and you're dropping actually into your body. And as I do that, I'm already feeling myself feel lighter. I'm already feeling myself feel unburdened, or that part of myself, my chest, that heaviness in my chest now is turning into lightness. And I've been doing this work for a long time. Like, I have a somatic practitioner coach. Like, I've done a lot of this. So I feel like I'm able to do it a lot quicker, but that is an example of what that looks like. And then from there, you know, you ask it, what does that part of you need? And you continue to move forward. And so that is a quick little kind of exercise that you can do for this. And you don't even have to do this for this lunar eclipse. It can be whenever. And wow, that actually felt really good. I knew I was like, I hold you. I actually feel so much lighter, and I actually feel like, damn, like so many of us, we feel so heavy. We feel like what we're doing isn't enough, and we're comparing ourselves, and we're working towards things. And you know, I see a lot of us and you guys like listening to this where you'll know that you need to do this, but then all of a sudden your mood is in a better mood. Maybe you get a coffee, maybe you listen to a podcast that shifts your perspective and you're in a good mood, but it lasts a period of time. And it's not about feeling good all the time. That's just impossible. Like, we need contrast, and that is so valuable. But I'm just seeing that there is that deeper acknowledgement that needs to be met. So, whoa, I want to hear from y'all what comes up for you when you guys do this, if you guys choose to do this. And I'm seeing for a lot of you guys that you're also, a lot of you guys, yeah, you need to clear your energy. You need to clear your energy. What I mean by that is things like grounding work or weightlifting, like just the things that you literally feel like your cortisol is being fucking, you know, released. Maybe it's a massage, Epsom salt bath I'm seeing is big for a lot of you guys, EFT tapping. Like, I'm seeing some of you guys need to punch and scream into a pillow and like literally let out suppressed rage that you don't even feel is there. But if you are feeling tight jaw clench, tight traps, irritability, acne flare up, gut bloating, like I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, you don't even think consciously that you need this, but like subconsciously you need to scream. You need to let shit out. I'm hearing some of you guys say, well, I'm not angry. Some of y'all are like, nah, I don't feel that. I need to let it out. And with that, so much peace. You're going to feel so much peace. And I want you guys to trust yourselves to move through these heavy emotions, because with a lifetime of suppressing that sensitive, emotional, fucking like high priestess fucking energy you have, you've almost like prided yourself on, some of you guys, not all of you guys listening, but like almost prided yourself on being able to compartmentalize your emotions, which is good and healthy, but to the point at times where you may not even realize, where you're low-key not numb, but just kind of like disconnected, living from the neck up. You know what I'm saying? And like it's that desire to get into your womb. Like, I'm feeling y'all need to fucking get into some hip circles and deep breathing and like literally. I'm laughing, but it's so true. So, all of that to say, that is what we're needing. And I'm gonna hold y'all to this. Y'all better fucking do it. Okay? Now, to wrap up today's podcast, I'm going to read this. Okay. Remember, guys, that this full moon lunar eclipse is a destiny alignment point. And you have free will. Like you could choose at any moment. Tomorrow is a destiny alignment point, right? But I'm talking, you can really take advantage of this, because I don't really keep up with every single full moon, every single new moon. Although I have been feeling a little bit more called as my intuition is becoming more online. You just become more heightened sensitivity, but you are able to channel it in a way where it's more controlled versus taking over your fucking life where you can't leave the house. And so with this, what happens now is significant, and it's trying to push you toward your destiny. It's trying to close off, like, again, just a cycle that has been going on for a while now. And, you know, if you've already, which most of you have, been initiated into a process of release, which is interesting why a lot of this podcast has been about release, this moment is the beginning of what's next. It is the beginning of what's next for you, girl. And I'm hearing you need, release and trusting yourself to move through it, and getting really into your body and doing your spiritual cleansing practices and really letting go of that energy and creating structure in your day. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys chaos, and how some of you guys, especially my clients, are learning to channel healthy control into your nutrition, your wellness, your training, and your spiritual practices, because it gives you a sense of control, healthy control, and allows you to channel focus when there is so much chaos and uncertainty around you. And I'm hearing for some of you guys that there is a little bit too much focus on like the spilled milk versus the cups that are still standing. And what I mean by that is I'm seeing for some of you guys that there is too much of a focus on, like what is going wrong, and what you don't like, and what you want to be changed, and where you're not at, and whether you're conscious of this or not, and not enough on like all that you are. And again, this goes back to acknowledgement and acknowledging those parts of you, and not just doing it as a passerby thing so you could keep working toward your achievements, but really seeing it as like a slingshot, like pulling back to fucking slingshot forward. You know what I'm saying? And that hour or that 30 minutes dedicated to you and your body, and, taking that Epsom salt bath and doing that embodiment practice, and really spending time to light some candles, to do a self massage, to really dedicate that time as a top non-negotiable priority this week and it really has to be spiritual. Like, yes, getting your nails done, like all of those things can be good, but I'm really feeling that it has to be deep for you guys. Like, that is what's going to fucking allow you to have so much more capacity in your achievements. And that's how you quantum leap. Like, have you ever gotten into a meditative state and you literally feel like you're in a different timeline, bitch? Or like you weightlift and you're like, oh my God, I feel so much better. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And like, when you allow yourself to release spiritually, this is when I'm seeing for a lot of you guys shifting from not enough, not fast enough. You have these big dreams and you're fucking putting in the work and you want it to happen overnight, and you're hitting these obstacles, right? And you want it to happen overnight. This spiritual release, this attention to detail, to yourself, to your body, to the past versions of yourself is what is going to allow you to then go from a place of like surviving and just trying to kind of, whatever, to like, damn, like I actually feel so much peace, even though there is a lot of uncertainty around me. It's this sense of being able to be really grounded. And so, yeah, to wrap this up, I have some notes I want to finish this with. Okay. So I have some notes that I kind of just put with the reading that I did before this for you guys. Okay. I'm just going to read them and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It doesn't have to resonate. Core message number 1 I have: you've been using your intellect, your hyper independence, and your boss bitch armor to protect yourself from feeling out of control. It is your strength and it is your gift. But it is time to stop being a student to your anxiety and start trusting your internal authority. Trusting yourself more. I want you to trust yourself. Stop fucking doubting. Stop worrying if you're making the right decisions or not. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Because you can trust it. And when I say intuition, I don't mean emotions. I mean that quiet nudge. Okay? Message 2, the sacred collapse. If something is crumbling in your life, your career, your relationships, your identity right now, let it drop. That is the tower The Tower is a card in the tarot doing its job. You are mourning and at times panicking because your ego feels unsafe. But God, the universe, Sourcey is what it's called, Source, isn't destroying you. This chaos isn't happening for no fucking reason. It is clearing the field so you can actually build something stable. Okay? And again, if you feel like there's been chaos just for the sake of chaos, like just random shit going on, like this happened with your car, this happened here, sometimes those things are happening as reflections to get attention to certain things that need attention in your life, whether that be financially, financial habits of avoidance, or hoarding, or, you know, where we need to start putting ourselves first, or whatever. That is for you to know and for you to find out, okay? And the last message I have is the 1% mastery ritual. How do you like go from survival to thrival, or at least peace and neutrality in it all, in the in-between, in the void? I've been there and I'm still there, and it's healing is a spiral. It's not linear. And so what we're doing here is we're merging the visionary, trusting the depths with the practical daily micro habits. So you don't try to fix the whole, you don't try to make the entire dream happen overnight. You don't look for the viral moment. You don't look for just things to happen overnight. That's the ego. You wouldn't be able to hold that in your nervous system if you were. That's why building things 1% better is the way to go. When we are in this place, we focus and we put our head down and focus strictly on the unglamorous 1% daily micro habits. Your only job is to do the small things well and to stop obsessively checking the soil for immediate results. Trust in your divine timing, trust your pace, and I need you to see the divinity, the perfection in everything, even the shit that you don't fucking like. So if you had a call yesterday with a potential lead and it did not close, I need you to see the perfection in that, and how it is making you a better leader, and how it is building your capacity for rejection, which is really, really important for you to not be fucking depressed for 3 days after that. If you are, you know, healing your money story, I want you to see the perfection in your money reality, in your money story, even though you want it to be so different, you know, because there is a part of you that in experiencing this, you're going to be able to value what you're building toward way more than someone who was just given it. And you also will be able to help other women do the same if that's what you choose to do. Okay? You're going to build so much more confidence. You're going to value the journey more. If you're not where you want to be in your body and your health, and you're dealing with health issues, I need you to see the perfection in that. I already hear y'all. Lexi, how am I going to see the perfection in, this, that, and the third? Yeah, but it's allowing you to bring more attention to your body had you not experienced these health issues or, this discomfort in your body. It's allowing you to face certain habits and behaviors and belief systems around food, around your body, or, just around the health and whatever that you now get to move through. I need you to see the perfection in that relationship ending, and how, although you saw the potential, that potential is not the same thing as reality, and grieving that and seeing the perfection in your ability as a woman to connect to that beauty and that potential, and also seeing the perfection in, damn, like, even though this didn't turn out the way that I wanted, I know my worth, and I know that what I'm not going to settle for, and I know that I'm not fucking crazy, and you're not that fucking busy, bitch ass motherfucker. And I'm kidding. Okay, that one was personal. And so see the perfection in it all. And when you can see the perfection in it all, your ego, the ego is always going to be like, eh. But like on a soul level, if you can see this perfection in it all, it allows you to just take a step back, to surrender unhealthy control, and then to direct your healthy control toward the things that are within your control. Okay, which is building that vision and choosing the becoming. I know that our ego is always looking for immediate results. It wants it to happen now. But this goes back to what I said earlier. Acknowledge all the parts of you that have led you to this moment and do it for the journey. Because there is a version of you in the future that is looking back and is like, damn, I miss that fucking grind, yo. Like, I miss, you know, just being like, I had no idea. Like, I knew it in my heart, but like, I just wish that version of me would just be where she is. Be where you are right now. Even if you want to run away, even if you're in survival, reach for what is safe right now. If you're struggling, you know, if you're facing money things, I want you to look at all the things around you that are dollar signs. That laptop you have that's at the $1,000 minimum. That car that you have that's definitely $3,500, $5,000. Maybe it's $1,000 for parts. That iPhone that you have, you know what I'm saying? That's $1,000. Like the furniture you have in your house. Like there is so much money. There is so much abundance around you already, babe. There is more than enough. There is always more than enough. You are enough. And the parts of you that don't feel that way just need to be seen. They need to be loved. They need to be unburdened. And that is the work that we get to do with this full moon. Okay? This felt so good to channel and to share with y'all. I would love to hear what came through for you guys today. It makes me feel so connected to you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Happy full moon. Bye.